Hi everybody, welcome to another YDF live show. My name is Stephen Aitchison, creator of YourDigitalFormula.com, a program to help you grow your audience, share your message and transform your business. Today I want to ask you a question. Why are you doing this? And when I ask why you're doing this, I'm talking about why do you want to grow your Facebook page? Why do you want to grow your social media platforms like Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and all of that? So that is a question I want you to answer today. Why are you doing this? Just a few more people coming in. Stephen Webb, good morning to you, mate. It's good to have you here. Robin Savage. We've got Rose Mazane. Rosie Zanuga Martinez. Welcome to you. Lorraine Emmett, welcome to the show. Really appreciate you being here. So that's the question I'm posing to you today. Why are you doing this? So why do you want to grow your Facebook page? Why do you want to grow Instagram, your YouTube account, blogging? Why do you blog? Why do you do all this stuff online? And there's a purpose to this question as well, and I'll get to that in a wee second. Lorraine Emmett, you sound like my partner. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Manal Dibs in the house. Fiona Cheney, I love your post. Being of Scottish descent, my granddaddy is we taught. Doreen Murray, his. I don't know what that means. His. Is that hi? Sorry, hi. Rosie Zuniga Martinez saying, I want to be my own boss. Excellent. Good answer. So there's no good or bad answers here. I'm just wondering why you're doing all this. Maria Flynn, to use a massive tool of social media to help others learn, grow and live better lives. Brilliant answer. Robin Savage, you're a great example as to why. Good answer. You've avoided the question, but good answer anyway. Stephen Webb, to lift the world a little. Brilliant. Lorraine Emmett, I mean with the question, not the accent. All right, okay. I get what you mean now, Lorraine. I was wondering what you meant by that. Right, so we're just waiting on, I've just asked a question just now for everybody just joining us. Why are you doing all this? Why do you want to grow your social media platforms like Facebook, like Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat and all of those? Fiona Cheney, I want to inspire anyone who thinks they can't do it. I did and they can too. Brilliant, I love that. Jenny White, inspiring people to live their full potential. Excellent. Chip Maykins in the house, welcome to you. I really appreciate being on the show. Okay, so a lot of people are saying they want to make a difference, they want to grow their business, or they're just kind of starting out and they just want to kind of inspire people in some ways. And that's the three types of people I've found that usually join our program at YourDigitalFormula.com. As people who are kind of novices, they're just starting out and they just want something to do and they think it might be a good way to kind of inspire people, share other people's posts and just build kind of a page up. They're not doing it for money, they're not doing it for kind of to grow the brand or anything else, they just do it because they enjoy it. Second type of person is we get kind of business owners in. So we've got a lot of business owners who've got their own products and they've got something to sell, so they want to transform their business in some way and they feel social media is the platform to do that, particularly Facebook. At YourDigitalFormula.com we teach Facebook predominantly, but we're expanding into other platforms as well, but Facebook predominantly, because that's a platform that's going to be here for the next 5-10 years, I believe. And the third type of person is the person that truly wants to make a difference in the world. And I mean that by sharing their messages, by sharing their own kind of, if they've got books out, if they've got quotes, or they've got Facebook live shows that they do. One person that comes to mind with this is Maria Flynn. Now, Maria Flynn is not, if anybody's seen Maria Flynn's show, she's not got a product as such, but what she does have, she's got her Facebook live shows, where she gets thousands of people every day to it. She's got her Facebook page, and she's got over 200,000 on her Facebook page, 200,000 followers, and she's got a blog as well. And she gets hundreds of kind of coaches writing on her blog, writing articles for her blog. So she's connecting with hundreds of people around the world who are making a difference in the world. So she's a connector, but what she's doing just now, she's grown a platform. And in the future, she's probably going to have her own product. and she'll already have a huge platform with which to sell that product. So there's different ways people come in, but they all lead to the same kind of path. All of the 3 different types of people that come in all lead to the same path. And the answer that comes when I ask the question, why are you doing this, further on down the line, when they've been in the program for a couple of years, they really realize that they can make a difference in the world. So I'm talking about you. You can actually make a difference in the world with the knowledge that you have. You might not think of yourself as an expert. You might not think of yourself as a thought leader. But by putting yourself out there, by building a Facebook page, your social media platforms, doing all your videos, doing your Facebook Lives, you're becoming a thought leader. You're becoming somebody who inspires other people. You're becoming someone that others look up to for information, knowledge, and inspiration as well. And that's really what happens when people come in, all the different types of people that come into our program at Your Digital Formula. They eventually come along that path of realizing that they are becoming inspirational figures in the world, and they're making a difference in the world. And I think, and if we look at the bigger picture here, if we really look at the bigger picture and say, why are we here on this planet? Why are we here on this earth? And I believe it's to make a difference. First, we've got to find out who we are. I know this is a bit personal development stuff. It's not necessarily business, but 70% of business is personal development anyway. So we have to find out what we want to do first, what we're here for first. And then, once you find out, you use your knowledge that you've gained in life and share that with others to make a difference in other people's lives. And that's what I think, that's the path I think everybody eventually comes to, whether they realise it or not. Some people will never realise it. They'll be stuck in a dead-end job and kind of complain about it, and they never get to realise the full potential. Maybe in another life they'll come back and they'll start to realise the full potential. But I think the first thing you have to do is get to know yourself first, really understand yourself, really know what makes you tick, and then share that knowledge with the rest of the world. Whether it be in business, whether it be in personal development, it could be anything at all. If you've got a kind of niche that you're in, if you're kind of into knitting, you want to teach other people that, makes a difference in people's lives. If you're a singer, if you're a writer, if you're an author, a coach, a speaker, anything like that that can make a difference in people's life, they all come back to that path of making a difference in others' lives. And I think that's why we've got 250 members over at Your Digital Formula. And I think that's why everybody's going to come to this path eventually. They're going to come to this realization that that's what they're doing in the world. They're making a difference. And you are becoming a thought leader. And the quicker you get to realize that, and the responsibility that that holds as well, the more serious you're going to take your business. Because a lot of people come into the program and they don't really take their business seriously until they start getting messages. And the messages come from Facebook messages predominantly, saying, you really made a difference in my life today, or that quote that you wrote, or that video that you made, or that Facebook Live show that you've had today truly made a difference. It gave me an aha moment. And when people get aha moments like that, that's when their life changes. But when they write to you and say their life has changed because of your quote, because of your videos, because of your Facebook Live, or whatever you're doing, or whatever you're putting out into the world, then you go, my God, you kind of have to take this seriously. And you want to produce better products if you've got a product already, or you want to produce better images, or you want to write better quotes, or you want to write better blog posts. You start to take responsibility because there's people starting to look up to you. Now, that's not to say there's pressure on you, but you've got to understand that you are making a difference in the world. Like I say, whether you're a singer, a writer, an author, a speaker, a coach, an entrepreneur, it doesn't matter what you are, you're making a difference in the world. And I believe that's what we're here for, ultimately. And that's why I love doing what I do. I love doing these Facebook Lives, because when I teach people how to do business, when I teach people how to grow their Facebook pages, how to kind of expand and grow and make products like ebooks and kind of MP3s and membership sites, when I teach people that, that's making a difference in their lives. But not only that, if I'm touching 250 business owners who are in my program just now, imagine how many people they are touching. So if we think that each person touches maybe 1,000, 2,000 or even 100,000, we in this group that we've got at YDF, at Your Digital Formula, 250 people, they're touching millions and millions of people around the world. So I know I'm making a difference by helping people kind of grow their business. I'm also making a difference on the other page that I've got with 3 million followers on the other page as well. I'm making a difference there. So I've got two streams that I'm currently working, the business stream and the personal development stream, and they kind of go hand in hand anyway, because I teach a lot of personal development and mindset in the YDF program as well. But I want to kind of share that with you just to let you know that you're making a difference. Even if you've only ever done one Facebook Live show, even if you've only done one video or one image quote, that one image quote, that one video, that one Facebook Live show can make a huge difference in somebody's life. And that's when you realise, I could do something with my life. I could really make a difference in other people's lives. And it's an amazing feeling. And you take responsibility for that. You have to take ownership of that as well. And you start to really take your business seriously. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. If you've got any questions about that, or any thoughts on that, or even if you want to contradict me, or even if you want to ask a question, ask away. Ask away. So we've got a comment from Tina Farrar. I consider you and Maria Flynn as my life coaches. Thanks very much for that. I really appreciate that, Tina. See, I've been getting kind of messages like that for a couple of years now on Facebook, but I still feel that, thanks for it. I still really appreciate people saying that. I don't take it for granted and think I'm this kind of the big I am, because I'm not at all. I'm just exactly like you as well. And I think if I was to lose that feeling, whereby I didn't really appreciate what people were telling me, they were telling me maybe I'm good and I'm really helping them. And if I didn't really appreciate that, then I think there'd be something wrong. And I appreciate every single comment like that. So I appreciate that, Tina. Thank you very much. Comment from Lorraine Emmett. It is the messages I get from people that tell me what I'm doing has made a real difference in their life that keep me going on the tough days. Exactly. I love the fact that you can reach people in all corners of the world, some that perhaps the traditional sources of help aren't available to. Brilliant point, Lorraine. So imagine if you're touching people, because you're never probably going to go to maybe Africa or Guatemala or somewhere like that. You're probably never going to go to all the different places in the world, and yet people can come in from those countries and see your quotes. They can see your Facebook Live, they can see your videos, and still make a difference in the world. And it is, I think that's what kept me going initially as well, Lorraine. You know, when Facebook had the waves, and at the very beginning, when I was at kind of rock bottom, when I didn't have that many followers at all, when I used to get messages like that, that really kept me going as well. And that's still what keeps me going to this day as well. So that's a good point as well, Lorraine. Comment from Maria Flynn. The YDF group collaborates and we're stronger together. Just my 2 cents. Totally. I couldn't imagine doing this all by myself and making a difference in the world. But with this YDF group, we've got so many people helping each other out, because there's questions in there every single day and everybody helps each other out. But we've got so many people helping each other out, and they are going out and spreading their messages in the world as well. And that's making a huge difference. And I believe it's changing the energy of the world in some small way, but that small way soon becomes a big way. And the energy of the world kind of shifts as we get more and more people into that group. And other groups on Facebook, I'm not just saying my group is the only one that's doing it, but other groups on Facebook as well. And we've got a few groups going, and that's what it's all about. It's about changing the energy of the world and changing people's lives in some way. And as I said, whether that be as a business that you do that, teaching other people how to grow their business or how to do something in their business, as a coach, a speaker, an entrepreneur, a writer, a singer, a creative person, it doesn't matter what you do if you're making a difference. Because if we think about it, art makes a difference in people's lives. Music makes a difference in people's lives. Books change people's lives as well. All those things change people's lives. And if you've got that, if you can develop that talent, and we all have it, if you can develop that, then you can make a difference in people's lives. And what better way of kind of making money for yourself and feeding your family and making sure you're secure than helping other people. And that's what I do as well, and that's what I love. And it's a brilliant thing about it. I do this for a living. I still wake up and go, my God, I do this for a living. I get paid to do this. Obviously, this show's kind of free, and the blog's free, and there's thousands of pieces of kind of content out there that I do for free and everybody else does for free. But then there's the kind of paid products. If people want to go higher, then that is brilliant. That's how you make your money. But essentially, most of it's free. 95% of everything I put out into the world is free. 5% is paid for. And that, I think that's a brilliant ratio. And I can sleep at night, and I know I've made a difference in the world, and I know I'm helping people in the world. And there's no better feeling. I do this for a living. I still have to pinch myself sometimes. Comment from Stephen Webb. Helping others has proven to help with anxiety and depression. YDF group really helps me. Great minds. Oh, thanks, Stephen. I caught your live yesterday as well, by the way. Well, I caught the first 5-10 minutes. Then it started going kind of wonky. I think it was my computer. So I'd shared that for you as well, and it was a great live from what I'd seen. So you're making a difference in the world as well, and it's brilliant. I really love to see it. And I'm glad the YDF group is helping you as well. A comment from Fiona Cheney. I'm passionate about decriminalising young people before their lives are messed up completely. A passionate mentor and mum to many, and you and Maria every day inspirational. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Fiona. That's brilliant to hear. And it's great to hear that you're a passionate. I love that word, passionate. You know, passionate has just got, it's got so much passion in it. But I just love that word, passionate. And it's great to hear people saying that, a passionate mentor and mum to many. That's a lovely thing. So thanks for that, Fiona. With Robin Savage is saying, when helping others, the joy I feel is fulfilling to my soul. And that's another side benefit of helping others as well. I'm not saying it's completely altruistic, because obviously what you're doing, what you're putting out into the world, you want people to see it. You want it to make a difference. And we kind of feel shit when nobody's seeing it, when nobody's commenting, when nobody shares or anything like that. We kind of feel shit. So it's not completely altruistic, but when you're getting that in naturally and you're still putting stuff out into the world, regardless of who's seeing it, or if anybody's seeing it, or if anybody's sharing it, you just do it because you love to do it and you love to help people, then that really does fulfill your soul. That really fills you up with energy, and it's just a brilliant thing to do as well. And as I said, if you can get paid for it, all the better, so you can do it even more. You can put more stuff out into the world as well. So I like that, Robin. So I wonder if we have any questions around that kind of topic today. I just want to share that with you today, because I think it's important to realise that I believe if you're doing this kind of thing on social media and you're helping others, as I said, doesn't matter how you're doing it, then I believe you'll come down to that path of this is what your kind of purpose is in life, to change the lives of other people. And I think the quicker everybody in the world realises that, the quicker the world is going to kind of turn and change for the better. But there's still millions or billions of people that don't really understand why they're here. And I think that's why everybody's here in the world, to make a difference. And if you can make a difference, if you can get there quicker and get that realisation quicker, I think that's going to be brilliant for you and for your business as well. And as I said, 95% of the content you're going to put out there is free. 5% only is going to be kind of paid content, and that's how you make a living. And if you start to make a living from this and can give up your full-time job, for example, then you can put more content out in the world, free and paid. And that's ultimately what it's all about. Chantel John, thank you so much, Mr. Aitchison. God bless you. I'm sure you've touched many lives and made a difference. Thank you. Oh, thanks for saying that. Helping others to be the best version of themselves, Robin Savage. Another good one. To inspire each other, that's Rosie Zuniga Martinez. So that's it for today, Julie Warwick. To make a positive difference in the world and to make it a better place by changing the way we think, using social media to create social change. Brilliant, I love that. Driving the world, not letting traditional media drive our world and how we think. I think that's a really good point as well, because what we're doing with social media as well, Julie, I think that is a good point. what we're doing with social media is we're kind of controlling the content that goes out into social media. It's not being controlled for us with traditional media, i.e. newspapers, news, kind of the radio and stuff like that. It's content that we're actually putting out, and it's content that readers are clicking on so they can read it. So they're controlling what they see as well, and it's not being controlled by the media. So I think that's a brilliant thing about social media. So that's a good point you've made there, Julie. Maria Flynn is asking, why is Facebook your favourite social media platform? Maria, a good question again. Social media, well, Facebook is brilliant, and I believe Facebook is going to be here in the next 5 to 10 years' time. So that's why I'm willing to invest all the time, not all the time, but a lot of my time on Facebook and growing my platforms on Facebook, because I've got about 5 or 6 different pages. So that's why I'm willing to invest all that time. And the reason I think it's going to be here in 5 years' time, number one, if you think about what they're doing just now, they're really trying to overtake YouTube in the video market. And I mean, truly trying to overtake YouTube. They want to be the YouTube. They want to overtake YouTube's kind of dominance of videos online. And to a degree, they're starting to do that just now. And they've still got a way to go. And you know they're going to make it eventually. So that's going to take a year, 2 years, and they're going to completely dominate the video kind of market online. They've also got other innovative products like Facebook Live. They've overtaken that. They've obviously, Periscope has kind of gone, not down, I'm not going to say down the tubes, they might come out with something else, but Periscope, a lot of people are not using Periscope, nowhere near as much, since everybody's now got access to Facebook Live. And within Facebook Live, they're bringing out other innovative products as well, like they're going to be able to, I'm going to be able to interview people on this. So we can have 2, 3, 4, 5 people on a live show at once, which is great. We can actually do that just now. I can do that because I've got a verified page as well. But they'll be bringing that out to everybody as well. You're going to be able to schedule your lives. That's just came out yesterday as well. So they're bringing out all these kind of innovative products. They've got a platform where you can actually make videos from your image quotes as well. So that's another way that they're going to try and dominate the market as well. And they're pushing that just now. So they're bringing out all these products. But not only that, what they're doing, Maria, is if you think that only 47% of the world is connected to the internet or have access to the internet just now, you think, well, what's happening with the other 53% of the world? And guess what? Facebook are actually trying to connect the other 53% of the world with their project they've got called internet.org. They're trying to get people connected to the world. And guess why? So they can go on the Facebook platform. So imagine in 3-4 years' time, instead of Facebook having 1.7 billion users, imagine they have 3 or 4 billion users. So they're going to keep driving people to the Facebook platform. They're going to bring out more innovative products. They're going to dominate more markets. And that's why I love Facebook. That's why I know it's going to be here in 5-10 years' time. It's not just something that's going to eventually dissipate. There's nobody that can touch them at the moment. There's different pockets of kind of social media platforms that can kind of get close, like Periscope with the live kind of videos. Snapchat, to a degree, that's a different animal as well. But Facebook have bought Instagram just now as well, and they're not stealing stuff from Snapchat, but they've got some similar ideas of what they're doing from Snapchat as well, like Instagram stories. Snapchat stories was a big thing as well. Instagram have now got Instagram stories as well. So they're kind of taking over, and they're going to be here for a long time. And they've got an amazing advertising platform as well. And it's the best advertising platform in the world, bar none. Google AdWords used to have the dominance, or used to be dominate that market. Facebook now dominate that market. And it's going to be easier for businesses to kind of grow their businesses, but you have to learn Facebook marketing and advertising. But you don't need to do that straight away when you're first starting. So sorry, that was a long kind of answer to your question, Maria, but that's why I'm using Facebook. I just love Facebook, and I know it's going to be here for the next 5-10 years. Keith Wells, good morning to you. Really glad you could make it. Caught your live yesterday as well. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday or the day before, which is brilliant. I'll just see if we've got any more questions. I was on a wee bit kind of longer there. I think that's it just now. Lorraine Cavici Blue, social media is everywhere. You're touching really good points. Why FB is an excellent platform. Plus, it does reach a huge audience. Yep, sounds like many new innovation projects with Facebook. Incredible new things in the future. Thank you, Stephen, for what your thoughts about Instagram. Stephen, what are your thoughts about Instagram? Well, because Facebook have now kind of bought Instagram, they're going to be bringing out kind of new stuff all the time as well. And I love kind of Instagram as well, and I love the way they're going with Instagram. They've got Instagram stories where you can upload 1 minute videos and you can continue the story with that as well. It doesn't just have to be 1 minute, a bit like Snapchat as well. I think it's a really good platform. You can make, you can get a lot of sign-ups from Instagram. You can make sales from Instagram, and I just think they're going to make it better. And Facebook are kind of changing that all the time as well. So I just think it's another great platform. So the platforms I would really actually kind of try and grow, if I was to pick 3 platforms, it would be Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. YouTube's still huge. It's going to be huge as well. They're starting to kind of take notice of what Facebook are doing. They've now got YouTube Live. You can do YouTube Live shows. Obviously, you could do that before with Google Hangouts and stuff, but they've got YouTube Live as well. So that would be the 3 platforms that I would actually focus on. Facebook first and foremost, then go for Instagram, then go for YouTube. And the beauty of it is you could make a Facebook Live like this show just now. I could take this live show, upload it to YouTube, then I can chop it into 10 different pieces and make 10 different videos for Instagram. So it's all circular. And we're bringing out a program soon. I've been talking about this for ages. I've just never got time to do it, called the Social Genesis program, or the Social Genesis system, whereby it teaches you exactly how to do that as well. So that's going to be coming out soon as well. And that's the beauty. That's why I love all these kind of platforms. So I hope that helps. I know that was I went on a wee bit there about kind of Facebook and why it's going to be so good, and why it is so good just now. So if you want to find out more, you can head over to yourdigitalformula.com and you can watch a replay of a webinar I've done. It's only about 45 minutes long, and you can see the potential that Facebook has for your business as well. And you can also join a free group and share your message. You can click the link above this video, or if you're watching it, if you're not watching the newsfeed, you can actually click the link above the comments and join the group there as well. We're trying to get as much information out there as possible to help kind of business owners kind of share the message and grow their audience and transform their business. That's ultimately what we want to do. So until tomorrow, Keith Wells saying, look forward to Social Genesis System, Steve. So am I can't wait. I just need to get it bloody done. Liz Robertson, welcome Liz. Just caught this too late. Respect the amount of free resources you provide. Oh, thanks Liz. Liz usually goes over to the CYT kind of program, watches that. Okay, so I'm going to go just now. I'll leave you to it, and I'll be on the CYT page at Change Your Thoughts Today in about half an hour. So it's a busy day. So take care, have a brilliant day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Okay, namaste, bye now.